TJ here from Anime and Us. This is our 100th episode. And first of all, we want to say thank you for all those who listen. I mean, we would do this regardless if no one listened or if everybody listened. But regardless, to those who do listen week to week, we do appreciate it. But we also wanted to mention that we've been doing this for 100 straight weeks. 103 technically with Anime and Us Other. 106 with the 3 solo episodes that I put out because of circumstances. But it's been a consistent run throughout this whole thing. So I just wanted to mention here, because we forgot to mention it in the podcast, that we're actually going to take a little bit of a hiatus. It's going to be a 6-week hiatus, but we're not going anywhere. We'll be back. We're not going to leave you without any content. I'm going to be doing more solo episodes over the next 6 weeks, but I'm not doing them by myself because those are kind of lame. So I got a new host to help me out with it, and we're going to finish the first season of RWBY. So for the next 6 weeks, you're going to get solo episodes. Not really solo, but you know. And then we'll be back in 6 weeks. Thanks for listening, people. Enjoy the 100th episode. Bye. Episode 100 of Anime and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Shawn.
And this is the review show that reviews anime. Sort of.
Sort of from A to Z.
Anime from A to Z.
Well, to be fair, we were just talking about this, and we pulled up, because we can't find an actual wiki for it, but we found, My Anime List. If anyone doesn't know what that is, it's kind of like Facebook. It's kind of like a review site. You make your own profile, you interact social media-wise. It's kind of like forums, like Reddit. It's really weird. It's all those things together, but it has a description for the anime, and it calls it an anime with R+ rating, mild nudity, and the genres it has tagged as Ichi, which is,
well, you're just
stuff and romance.
You're just explaining something without explaining what we're reviewing.
Well, I know, but it was funny that we brought that up because you called it an anime, and it's not. Well, they know. They watched the last episode, hopefully.
Probably not.
Our 2 consistent viewers. 100th episode, I joked, and TJ made it happen, about doing something special for the 100th episode, and I said, well, we should do a hentai.
Yes.
We did one. But what's funny is, on the profile page for it, My Anime List, it doesn't call it a hentai, it calls it an anime, so it's super weird.
Yeah, so we spun the wheel last week and got Overflow, which is an hentai. Yeah.
There were other things on there, like Bible, I don't know if we read over them or not on the podcast.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Like Bible Black and a couple other ones that were like, names that I know but I've never seen, so I was kind of hoping for one of those, actually, but we didn't. We got this one. This one I didn't know till just now, looking at the description part of it. Came out in winter 2020, so this is new. Like, brand new.
Oh, this is a new?
Yeah, this is brand new. I honestly thought it was older. Because although the art was pretty, it just, like, the animation and the way they moved and everything, it felt old. It felt like 2000s. It didn't feel like now. But we're comparing that to anime, to this. And
yeah, we don't
maybe their studios haven't caught up yet.
We don't have a frame of reference. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, they don't really need to innovate. They have what they need. Mm-hmm. So...
Oh, well, it aired from January 6th to February 24th, 2020. Producers were Studio Masu Shueisha? That's like an anime studio, isn't it?
I don't know.
Pretty sure Shueisha makes like popular anime. Anyway, that was Producer Studios, Studio Hokiboshi. I'm definitely not pronouncing that right. I can't find the creator, but it was sourced from a manga. So, like traditional anime, it was made from that.
I don't understand. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Like
it's porn.
Yeah,
well, what's there to get?
I get that it's porn, but is there people that turn this on, right, and watch it for the story?
See, I don't think so, but at the same time, I guess we got to get into it. Go to Pornhub or any of those other sites, and what's on the front page? Stepsister this, stepbrother that, stepmother this, and there's like a little bit of story about incest, and we'll get into the incest in a minute, unfortunately, but people, I guess, like that. in this category.
That's not what I mean. That's all fine and well. There's a little bit of substance to what you want to do, but this one had a full-blown romance going on.
Sort of.
But, like, they tried and write a story. Is someone turning this on for that romance?
Story.
I'm just asking. Because this was 40 minutes long, but it was separated into, like, 8 episodes. Are people
7-minute episodes.
Is someone watching this, the first episode, coming back the following week, because it was released, apparently, episode at a time, right?
It said January to February.
Right. So. Is someone coming back every week to watch the next episode of this because they're invested into the characters? That's what I don't understand. Why this is a thing.
Yeah,
that's what I don't get about it
either.
I get the porn aspect of it. That's fine.
I even get story, if I'm being honest. Just didn't work with this one. Maybe it could work in a real one that's like 30 minutes and they're actually building a story.
Maybe
but that wasn't done in this.
Maybe I don't have a frame of reference to compare it to an anime with a story or a hentai with a story.
To your credit, I don't think I've ever seen porn that has a series. I'm sure they're there. But, like, I've never seen one where it's like, here's an episode, here's a second episode, here's a third episode, all the way up. Like, I've never seen that.
I mean, I never searched one out.
Neither have I. I'm sure it exists, but it's clearly not popular.
For all we know.
Well, I mean, I watch a bit of that, so I haven't seen it. But, premise. We haven't done premise yet.
Yeah, that's all you.
5 minutes in.
That's all you.
So, I actually clicked it and watched a minute intro just now because I didn't see this the first time. But as soon as it starts, there's 2 girls sleeping, and a boy walks in. And then it, cuts to a scene where it says, it has some text, and it says, essentially, we're not actually siblings. We just grew up really close.
Oh, I know. I caught that.
I didn't get that till just now. So, for the viewers, it's set up as incest the entire way through, and not once do they bring up that they're not actually siblings.
No, they just grew up together.
Yeah.
And I got that from the context clues in there.
I got that for the one girl, the redhead. I didn't get that for the one with black hair.
I know, I understood it for how it was, because none of them, live together.
Yeah, but it's a pretty common thing in anime that I've seen, in all the animes that I've watched, for siblings to be living apart.
Well, that's all that's true and all, but from the way it was set up, I didn't think that they were related. Yeah. No, the thing that bothered me was, he seemed to be betrayed as an adult.
Yes, he seemed to be mid-college aged kind of guy, 22.
And these are high school girls.
15, 16-year-olds.
And
hopefully.
And
he's kind of forced himself.
Yeah, this was not mutual.
Towards the end, I felt like it was mutual.
I mean,
not in the beginning.
In the beginning, no, he forced himself on both of these. The first one, we can argue, was an accident. And because of the circumstance, which was ridiculous, which we'll get into. But the second one, he straight up just...
Yeah, he took control.
He started... he grabbed the wrong girl because he was in bed with both of them, because of course he was.
In the very first episode, he's taking a shower or a bath, and the sisters walk in bathing suits. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna take a bath. We're gonna bathe like we did when we were kids."
That's not what happened.
Essentially,
I mean, no. He came home and
that happened first,
and he went in and stole the girl's bath. So they were they were using expensive bath salts and oils, and she was like,
"I'm gonna use it."
And he went in and used it, and they were like, "You stole our bath, so now we're gonna have to do this all because you're not gonna waste the bath."
Well, the redhead walks in and looks down at him in the bathtub. And was like, "Oh, I'm gonna use the shower head over here. Here, whatever her name is, the black-haired girl. You can sit with him in the tub."
Yeah. Well, is that a typical thing where the shower head is separate from?
From what I've seen in anime, yeah. I mean, who knows?
I mean, that's the first time I've seen it.
What I do know is that the toilets are different. Have you ever seen a Japanese toilet?
No, I don't think I have.
Dude, they're completely different. And this isn't just Japanese; it's mostly Asian, and some other countries. But you know how we sit on a toilet in America and Western countries? They squat. It's literally a hole in the ground, and they squat over it.
No.
And, it's high tech. It's still a toilet. They got the bidet and all that shit and music they can play. Really weird shit. But it's just weird because we're not used to it. But apparently, it's a lot better to go number 2 that way, to take a shit that way. Because when you're squatting, it's just more natural and you're not pushing.
Mm-hmm.
So, people get hemorrhoids from pushing and stuff. That doesn't happen to them.
Oh.
So, a little bit of information for you guys.
That's this episode that we ended up going
talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've actually seen a couple of their bathrooms in a couple animes, but it never triggered anything.
Well, that's because I was trying to, focus on anything else. Because this was the longest 40 minutes I've ever...
And back to the bathroom, it is kind of odd that the bathrooms that are portrayed in anime and I guess hentais, they're always it's kind of hard to describe, like a shower in a gym. No matter where you get water, it goes to a drain. Whereas in an American bathroom, the only place you can do that is inside of the shower,
right?
Not in the bathroom part. So that's really weird.
I don't know. Anyway, so they all three end up in the tub together, which pushes the black hair girl on top of the guy, and it accidentally goes in.
And then the redhead gets up after a minute, and then the the redhead girl gets up and leaves after a moment. And then the black hair girl goes to leave, and he's like, "No. We started something. We're finishing." I proceeds to take her, but then she's into it. So is it rape? Is it not rape? Who knows?
So I wanted to come into this episode and not talk about the sex at all, and just talk about the story.
The problem is the story is 30 seconds throughout 7 minutes episodes. It's nothing.
Well, no, the story is him forcing himself on these girls.
No, yeah, for sure, but there's a little bit more than that, like in the second to last or the last episode.
There's the romance. He likes the redhead.
Like he has to go amend their relationship because she's pissed off that.
Yeah, after they slept with each other, she was embarrassed or something. The second time, whatever.
And the second time, she was like, no. We're doing this. She wanted it that time.
And then the black girl is all submissive and says, "I'll be your second," and stuff like that. Oh, yeah,
that was weird. Because she realizes he's in love with the redhead. But she still wants him, so the only way she can have him is by being not a girlfriend and just a mistress, she was okay with it.
Uh-huh.
So that was weird.
What I don't understand about this, I mean, all it is 7 or 8 episodes of them in different situations. He sleeps with one of the girls per episode.
Yeah.
And...
You know what go ahead. What you don't get?
So they're going to different places. They do it in a school and stuff like this. He goes to their high school and does this, mind you.
He's having sex with a minor in a school.
Right. But at the last episode they end up in a pool where they're...
Oh yeah.
It was the equivalent of a hot springs episode. Yeah. Why?
Just to do it.
I mean,
Was it a pool? I thought it was a beach.
No, it was in an indoor pool because they went back into the locker room and stuff.
Yeah.
But, I didn't understand this. I didn't understand the point of...
Oh, no, my bra fell off and we can't find it. Let me go get you another one.
The point of those episodes is to show the girls in the bikinis and, fan service-wise.
It was there for 10 seconds.
But, you're already a hentai.
We're going to see you naked in a minute.
It's redundant, really. Why are we doing this?
Mm-hmm. So anyway. What I was going to say when I interrupted you a bit there was they slept with each girl independently. He slept with each girl independently, separately. Mm-hmm. And it felt like they were building up to the last episode where it was going to be a 3-way, and it wasn't. I was a little disappointed.
Were you? When those credits rolled, I was happy and done.
I was happy too. Very happy that it was so short. Because some of them, I think Bible Black was 8 or 10 episodes or something. I don't remember, but it had episodes. Yeah, and it wasn't 7 minutes. They were 20 minutes. Fair.
But this was also, each episode was 8 episodes divided by 40? It was 7 minutes an episode. So they were long episodes. For a hentai, anyway.
Yeah, this is a weird one. The voice acting was decent, I would say. It was not the worst one we've ever heard.
It was made this year.
Yeah, but voice acting, in my opinion, is more about the actors. The equipment matters for sure, but if you got some bad actors and they don't fit the characters, then it's like nails on chalkboard. But
it's fair.
Yeah. So the voice acting was decent. Visually, the art was nice. Music was, I guess, a little repetitive, but it was so short. And then the nudity. Oh, and they blur the vagina. Sorry, guys. This one's R-rated, but not the asshole, which was super, super weird. They also blur his penis. So, the vagina needs a blur, but not her asshole.
Japan has weird rules about that.
Super odd. Yeah, just weird laws.
And I thought it was, anything from the,
waist down. That's what I assumed.
That's for Japan, but I don't actually know. Maybe they unblurred that in the recent laws or something.
I have no idea. The asshole's okay? Super weird. We gotta rate it as a hentai.
Yeah, but...
We have no reference points.
Yeah, we have no reference, so it's hard to
It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't good.
No, it was terrible.
I don't think it was that. I could watch it. It was just weird and awkward.
But if we're judging it, we'll take out the sex. There's nothing there.
Sure, but sex is.
But even the sex was bland.
It was a little bland, I guess.
It was the same thing over and over again. There was no switch up. They just did different places. So if you're going to do that, it's still bland.
All right. So below average.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't give it higher than a 3.
Yeah, maybe a 4.
I'm just saying.
What else did we have for oh, no, wait.
This is a hentai.
Yeah, sorry. For some reason, I went back to my normal cue. My chair. Once an episode happened.
Yeah, now this is the 100th special episode that we, some reason, did.
Episode 200. We'll do another. And now it has to happen. Alright, guys. So, the episode before last, we had Heroic Age. So now we're going to I.
Yeah.
So, we want to spin the wheel. You ready?
I guess. This episode done. Was that it?
I think it was it. There was only 3 characters. There was no one else in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not worth your time. There's better porn out there to watch, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely.
I'm sure there are better hentai out there for you to watch, too.
I'd almost want them to take the story out. Like, I don't care about none of that. Just get to the good stuff.
Yeah, but if you're going to put it in there, make it decent.
That's fair. All right, we're spinning. Here we go.
Inspector.
Spectre as in ghost. I think that's how it's spelled, right? Am I wrong?
That's what I assume. I don't know what that is, though. It's right under another world of the Smart Throne.
Yeah. Yep, that does. Definitely goes. 12 episodes. 12 episodes.
Yeah, 12 episodes.
Comedy, demons, mystery, romance, shonen, supernatural. That's a lot of tags. Usually we get 2 or 3.
Yeah, but you know what? The comedy is the least worst tag, I would say.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't have, like, Ichi or... What was the other big
Which,
one?
funny enough, plenty of animes have Ichi in it. They just don't have the tag. But it's not a theme.
Harem's pretty bad, too.
Yeah. Hidden in plain sight, spirits known as yokai. Yokai
Watch.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. I couldn't pronounce it. Inhabit the world. While most are benign, a certain subset threatens the tenuous peace between yokai and humanity. Ever since she agreed to become their god of wisdom, Kotoko, whatever, has served as a mediator between the two realms.
You did it wrong. It's Kotoko, Japanese name.
Yeah, right? Mediator between the 2 realms, resolving any supernatural problems that come her way. There's 2 more paragraphs.
Yeah, why is this so long?
That's a huge one. Like, I feel like that's perfect. And then it goes into the next, like, what would be an episode description, I assume. At a local hospital.
Yeah.
Kotoko approaches Kuwagar, whatever.
We should know that in the first episode.
Yeah.
Someone really wanted to, like, write a novel here.
They must have really liked it when they posted it.
Maybe. And it's called /Spectre for some reason.
The art looks okay. The girl looks like she's 12. There's a guy next to her that has, like, black, I don't know, energy wrapped around his arm. And then there's a busty pinup girl, I want to say, with rabbit ears.
I'm assuming they're the yokai.
Yeah, I would think that's the yokai, not the 2. Not the 2 in the front. I would assume the girl in the pinup is the yokai.
Why is there always a guy paired up with a 12-year-old girl? Why?
You gotta make it awkward. But she is apparently the important one. Yeah, at least that's what the intro says.
Girls are usually the important ones. Mm-hmm. They're just usually,
Yeah, that was in our recent one with the demon kids.
Yeah,
or the alien demon kids.
Black Bullet. Wasn't it Black Bullet?
No, Black. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
It was Black Bullet.
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking of Darker Than Black. But yeah, you're right. Anyway, next episode, Inspector.
Yeah, this was a short one because
it's not that short. Probably edited down to 17 or 16 minutes.
Yeah, but it's still short. I mean, it's not the shortest one we did, but whatever. Bye.
See you guys.